The more we learn about vaping, the worse it gets.
All those in favor?
With their hands held high, the Board of Health put their support behind changes to the way e-cigarettes are sold in the city.
What's up guys, Nick from VapeMeet here. The Toronto Board of Health recently voted in favor of stricter rules on vaping. Today, I'll be covering everything that happened. Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos. Now, let's see what's happening in Toronto. On Monday, December 9th, the Toronto Board of Health voted unanimously in favor of a recent report on vaping coming from the city's Medical Officer of Health, Eileen Davila. The report opens by addressing the use of vape products by minors, citing the effects of nicotine on adolescent brain development and concerns over products with high concentrations of nicotine. It also contained recommendations for regulations. This includes prohibiting advertisement in retail locations minors can access like convenience stores and gas stations on a federal level. The province of Ontario has done this already and it'll be effective on January 1st. I have a video all about it, so if you want more information, feel free to check that out. Other proposed regulations include prohibiting the sale of flavored vape products in retail stores accessible to minors and setting a limit on nicotine strengths. Although these regulations were voted for by the City of Toronto, they still need approval from the provincial and federal governments to move forward.
If the province doesn't get on board with the flavors in convenience stores, does the city have the power to take them out?
The city does not.
In response, Ontario's Health Minister Christine Elliott had this to say.
Ball is in your court. What are your plans?
I think all levels of government have a role to play. We are certainly going to fulfill our responsibility provincially, and we will be coming forward with a slate of provisions in January.
There was no indication on what exactly these provisions would entail, but she did say they will be evidence-based. As you can imagine, there are some critics out there pushing for stricter regulations, but the Medical Officer of Health commented on the challenges of doing so.
The issue is that, how do you try to restrict access? And we know that when you completely eliminate certain things, and we've seen this with other drugs as well, that what ends up happening oftentimes in an effort to try to limit harm, you sometimes inadvertently create more harm by pushing things into a black market or into illegal markets. So the real issue is, how do you try to balance what benefits there might be associated with this product to help people with smoking cessation, while at the same time limiting the capacity for harm to young people who have never used either regular cigarettes or e-cigarettes, and how do we stop them from adopting this as a new habit or practice?
While it does seem like they're moving in the right direction towards regulations that are on the more progressive side, we can't forget that just days ago, the entire province of Nova Scotia completely banned the sale of flavored products, so it very well could go either way. Right now, all we can really do is wait for January to see where things go. I'd like to say I'm confident that our government will make a sensible decision, but at this point, it's hard to tell where priorities lie. That's about it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like and share for more. As always, I'm Nick from VapeMeet. We'll see you next time.